Welcome to my Sitecore Diaries. This is a new video in the support to pages series. In last two videos we have seen about the solar. So now another non-Sitecore topic we are going to discuss is about CI/CD, continuous integration and deployment. Okay, so we will see the basic concept of CI/CD. Let me introduce myself. I am Jitendra Ghanekar. I am from Mumbai. I am a Sitecore architect. Okay, so let's start. So let's do some introduction of a CI/CD. So what is CI and what is CD? First, CI, what is continuous integration? CI stands for continuous integration. So what is continuous integration? So if you define it, continuous integration is an automated process where development teams frequently implement small code changes and check them into a main branch of code. So you have a team of your team of many people in your development team. Each people will do some code changes for their respective user story, change requests, incidents, whatever they are working on. So it is a process where all those code changes get integrated in a main branch, in a single code repository. Okay, that process is called a continuous integration. Okay, where you are continuously checking the code within your branch or your code repository. So that process is called as a continuous integration. Let's say what is CD, continuous deployment. If you go with the definition, it says continuous delivery deployment is an automated infrastructure provision and application release process and works in conjunction with continuous integrations. It basically build and deploy your code automatically. So continuous delivery means deliveries the deployment packages. Continuous deployment means deploy the packages. So what is continuous delivery? It is an automated infrastructure provision which will help you to create the release packages or a deployment packages. So that process is called continuous delivery. Whereas those deployment packages you will deploy on your servers. That process is called as a continuous deployment. So this continuous delivery and continuous deployment is work with continuous integration. So once the users, if you are using the Git, you must be knowing that when you create a Git, you create a feature branches where every user or every developer creates their own feature branch. They develop their part of a code, their user stories, they work on the incident. Everyone has their own feature branch. Then that get integrated into the main branch or a master branch, and then we create the release packages. So from that everything is get checked in, and the final build is made, and that build will create the release packages, deployment packages, and then it will get deployed into the package. So this process is called as a CI/CD integration. Okay, so let's see now the high level approach. How does this work? Okay, we're at a high level. Okay, I'm giving a simple diagram of the CI/CD configuration. You can fit in your current project or any RFPs where you are working on. You can fit that. You can choose the correct tools for those processes. Okay, so you have multiple developers who works on the code on their local instance. Okay, then they will make the code changes as well as the design elements changes, and once they tested everything, they will check in to the main code repository. Okay, so this is a contained integration process where all the developers will work on local instance, their local feature branches. Then they deploy it on the design and the code. They will deploy it on the code repository. Okay, then that code repository will pick the code from the CI server. So CI server will pick that the code from the code repository from the main branch. Okay, which will build the complete code. Whatever multiple developers has done the code changes, they merge it, and that merge code will get built on the CI server, and that will returns will create the deployment artifact. So there will be a different deployment artifact will be created, which is nothing but your deployment packages, okay, which will get created, and these deployment packages is get deployed by use on the deploy server. So deploy server will use this artifact, and the deploy server then what it does is it will deploy this on the multiple servers. So if you have a multiple servers, then server 1, server 2, it will get deployed. So basically what it does is whatever the artifact it first deployed on the server is one, like you are in your site. If you take an example of Sitecore, you have a CM and 2 CD servers. If you take any load balance environment, it will have a 2, 3, 4, whatever the number of servers they are having. So what it does is it deploy it on first server. It if you configure the test cases, automated test cases, it run those automated test cases on server 1, and then only it move to the other server. So this is how it will help you for the availability of the site also. So it doesn't deploy everyone in all the on all the server at one time, okay. It can be done from one server, one by one server, okay. So this is your complete process, okay, which is, if you see, it is divided into 3 parts. First is your continuous integration, second is your continuous delivery, and third is continuous deployment. Continuous integration, you are integrating your code in the code repository. Continuous delivery, you are creating the artifacts for the deployment, and the continuous deployment, you are deploying those artifacts into the on these servers, okay. In the continuous integration, you can have a code repository tools like TFS, SVN, GitHub, whatever you are using. For the serialization, you can have a Sitecore content serialization. You can have a TDS, you can have Unicorn, you can have a code review tools like SonarQube integrated on your code repository. So all those things will be done. There will be a rules and protocols which you will create while integrating, how you will create the branches. So branch strategy will be created. All this part of your configuration integration, okay. So continuous integration will contain all your code repository. Now if you go to the continuous delivery, you can have the Azure DevOps, you can have TeamCity, Jenkins, which can create your artifacts, okay. You might have to configure those. You have to write a script for creating those script, what kind of artifacts you want. You can understand your code structure, how you want to deploy all the structure you can create it, okay. So that will be done in the continuous delivery. And then in the continuous deployment, you can again use Azure DevOps, TeamCity, Octopus to deploy those packages on the servers, okay. So one tool can do both the things, continuous delivery and continuous deployment, like Azure DevOps, or you can have a separate one, like you can have a Jenkins for creating the artifacts and Octopus to deploy those packages. Those kind of a combination you can do it. So all these so this is a high level I am telling you. This is the indicative tools I am giving you. It's depending on your organization, depending on your uses, depending on your technology stack. You can select those tools and you can build this CI/CD configuration. You can configure this. Generally, DevOps team does this, okay. But as a developer, as an architect in the .NET or a Sitecore, you should be aware about this process. That's why I'm explaining. That's why it is very important, and I'm explaining this concept. Let's summarize what we saw in the last diagram, okay. Let's see the workflow. See the code repository part, you first push the code to the main branch from the local instance, then you merge the code, you do the code review. It can be automated code review, it can manual code review. Generally we will have automated code review. Then you can have then once it's successfully built after the merging and code review changes, then you will check in the code. Final check-in will be done, like if you have used the git, you must be having push request. So you will push all the things into the main branch. Depending on your the repository, the terminology may change. The content integration, it can be automated, okay. So you can have once checked in the repository, it will automatically trigger the build, or you can have a manual build also. We generally have automated trigger of the build. Then it will build the latest code, and it will create the deployment artifacts after successful build. If it doesn't build successfully, then it will not create a deployment artifacts, okay. Then the third part is the content deployment. It again, it can be auto or manual. It's like in the if it is your content integration gets successfully built, I mean successfully completed, like it is built successfully and it is created a different artifact, then automatically content deployment can be triggered. Generally on the development environment we keep the content deployment automated, but on the production environment you can have a controlled one, okay, depending on your organization policies it may vary, okay, because there might be a policies where you cannot deploy the regularly on the production, then it will be more controlled one, it can be a manual one, okay. The triggering will be manual one, okay, deployment is not a manual one, okay. Then the fetch, once it is triggered, then fetch it will fetch the artifact, and what it does, it will not deploy to every server, it will first deploy to the server one, it will run the automated test on it. If the automated test is successful, then only it will deploy to the other servers, okay. So that steps will be taken care, so that it will be you will have the controlled deployment, okay. So and you will have available of your website also, okay. It should not stop the deployment, should not interfere with your live users, okay. So this is a high level summary of your CI/CD process. Well, let's see the benefits of CI/CD now. Integrated small code changes at one time. This makes developer life easy and simple. So at a one time you are integrating small codes, okay, small user stories. So you will do not, it doesn't make your changes complicated, okay. You are just making the small change, checking and deploy. So this will make your developers life easy. Negative outcomes are limited, as we are making small changes at a one time. Also there are validation at different levels. Obvious errors like build fail eliminated, system availability increases. So as mentioned in the first point, it is a small code changes, so complexity get reduces, okay. It will, so it automatically reduce your negative outcomes, okay. We are having a code review implemented, we are having the we are merging the code, and if it is failed, it is not getting deployed also. So those kind of validations are there. So obvious error, like if you try to do it manually, it maybe the build fails, but you are not aware, so you're just putting the DLL there, then the system may go down. So those kind of errors will be reduced, okay, and that will increase your system availability. Better maintainability, easy to reproduce, which keeps failure to minimum, and recovery is fast, okay. So you have rollback plans also. It's all depend, again goes to the first point, the small code changes which easy to reproduce. You have a small you have your feature branches created, for only for that change you can reproduce the issues, and then you can quickly merge into the main branch and resolve the issues, okay. So it is better maintainability, easy to test and more reliable, okay. Reduce overall cost and time. So it's all depend, like your maintainability is better. You are building your what do you say, your debugging or a issue reproducing will reduce, that will automatically reduce your cost, and once your automatically will reduce your time, and once time is reduced, your cost will also get reduced. Easy to roll back, you can quickly roll back using CI/CD. It is not just you will have an old package ready, so you can deploy it quickly. You can have a backup plan in your CI/CD process itself, so it is easy to roll back. Reduce manual efforts. Obviously the deployment has become the automatic, so it will reduce your manual effort. So these are the benefits of a CI/CD. It's a very high level benefit. The you can explain n number of benefits of the CI/CD. So we are done with today's topic, okay. It is non-Sitecore topic, CI/CD. If you like my video, please click on a like button, please share with your friends, please provide your feedback via the comment, please subscribe to the channel, please click on a bell icon to get a latest update. Thank you, thanks for watching.